That's okay.
Either
way, that's fine.
My husband says, I'm making dinner in the quick cooker.
I made quick
awesome.
cooker and pasta, zucchini pasta, and quick cooker ribs tonight.
Ooh, yummy.
So I am recording, so that's fine. So
Oh, great.
yeah.
Sorry.
So welcome to our meeting. I'm gonna, even though I'm having issues with technology right now, because it's not letting me share, and I don't know why. This is so bizarre.
Are Heather and I the only ones on right now?
Marla's there.
I can't see anyone, but
I had to mute myself because my baby was screaming.
okay.
Oh.
And
How do you see everyone? Is there a way to do that?
yeah, there's a expand, enter full screen if you want.
There we go.
Are you on your phone or are you on?
I'm on my phone. I don't have a laptop.
Shaylee's on her way back in. Okay, so here we go. We are recording. So welcome to our meeting, even though, you know, we're having issues. I'm having technology issues. I'll read my slideshow that I had all set up for you guys, because it's not coming up for me. And I can't share my screen. I don't know what the deal is here. No, I've shared it before, but I don't know why it's not letting me do it now. So, we're gonna have another team meeting in a couple weeks, and that's a date to remember. So write it down. We're gonna have it on June 3rd. So I want to move our meetings up so that purpose. We want to be intentional here. I'm gonna have a little bit later in the evening, and I know that you guys are closer this way, but there are some that are on the East Coast or closer that way. But it's going to be at 7 p.m. on the 3rd of June. That's a Monday. And then we'll try and get some training in there in between, maybe, hopefully. And we have goals here. We're going to change our name. Okay, we're still going to be the Incredibles because we are incredible, but we're going to change it to recruiting and sales because that's what we want to emphasize. We want to be recruiters. We want to be sales. So that's what we're all about. Okay, so we're incredible. We want to recruit. We want to sell. Woo, sailing way. Anyways, that's what we're about. Okay. Home office updates. So May is marking the end of some of the routines and the start of new things, right? So we're ending school. Some of us are. Washington is not. We don't end school till like the 25th of June because of all of our snow. But some of you lucky people in California are ending sooner than that. I know that because my cousin works in schools and she's like, oh, only a few more days. I'm like, oh, yeah. Anyways, so the end of short days and the start of warm summer nights, the end of everyday routine, you know, you get vacations, summer, new opportunities. So Pampered Chef is getting ready for this, right? We know that. So we're, you know, getting all these new things out. We also have national conference coming up. Who's going to the national conference? Anybody besides me?
Yeah. July, end of July.
Yeah.
Sorry, my husband's asking when it is. I want to go, but it all depends on my surrogacy.
Okay. It's $99 for you to go. And in the room, yeah. And then the room, of course, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Probably next year for me, honestly, but.
And next year it'll only be $99 still for you. Okay. Well, no. Next year is Disney World. So you're earning it.
They're gonna have the conference at Disney
Yes.
World trip?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yes,
Oh.
you're earning it right now. Next year is Disney World. That's where our conference is going to be.
Okay.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
positive that's what they're planning, that all of it will be Disney World. I'm almost guaranteed that's what they're planning. But I'll
Yeah.
double check. You know. But that's a big trip anyway, so I'm like,
Yeah.
So
but
then
if
our,
it's
our
not,
family
if I'm
goes
wrong,
to Disney?
then still it'll only be $99 for you to go to national conference next year. So for all the newbies, you know, and all of you guys are new. So yeah, because you started after July. So 3 key areas for successful May. What are your 3 key areas? Anybody tell me?
Sorry,
So-
I didn't.
Booking, selling, recruiting. So how are we looking? How are we looking? How are we looking for booking
For May,
for May?
I had 2, and I have 2 going on now, and I have 1 more. Plus 5.
What, Nicole?
I already had 2. I
Uh-huh.
have 2 more going on right now, and then I have 1 more next week. So that's 5 for me. Okay.
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 I'm at 5 too.
I'll do it.
Okay.
For that.
I have 6 parties and 3 vendor events for May.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing that and then so that's our booking and our selling, and how are we looking at recruiting?
I had a possible recruit, but her husband told her that he wants her to not go back to work until their youngest is in school. And I tried to explain to her that this is all done from home and it's not going back to work, it's working from home. And that's when she just completely started ignoring me. So I figured I'd give her a couple months and then kind of reach back out to her.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I just don't know how to approach people. Like, I've approached some people that I feel would be interested, but just like random people, I don't really know what to say.
Okay. Yeah. And there are things to say to them that you know, you just ask. You just say, hey, you know, this is a really good deal. This is an opportunity. I mean, think about your lives. So, you know, think for a minute what your life was like before you started Pampered Chef. You know? And then think about what it's like now. I mean, there's a few of you that are like really new, and some of you have been doing this for a few months now. And think about it. And, you know, how do you know, the feelings that you have now compared to what you had at the very beginning?
Yeah. That's a good
I have
point.
I have one person, when she placed the order in the party, she checked the box that said she wanted more information on selling. And so I emailed her right away. And then I waited till the next day, and then I texted her and said, I emailed you some information, and she hasn't responded to anything. I've even mentioned it in the party, and she's not responding now. So I don't know, she accidentally checked it, or I don't
Yeah.
know, she's not responding.
Huh.
I don't know what else to do.
Well, how long ago was that?
The last time I contacted her was probably 2 days ago.
Okay. Maybe send her another message and see, you know, if she's, ask her, you know, are you really interested? Or was that a mistake by checking that box? I mean, ask her, just be intentional, just flat out ask her, you know. That's the
Okay.
way, just be upfront about it. I mean, that's what I do. I'm like, did you ask, or are you just curious? And they'll just say, oh, I was just curious, or no, I'm really interested, you know, because that's the only way for me to find out for sure.
Yeah.
Because that's what I want to know. I don't want to waste their time. I don't want to waste my time. And you know, that's how I get people to, you know, come into me and talk to me and really, you know, I'm like, hey, so, you know, we also have like the Help with Cancer thing going on right now. So that's something that we can, you know, put out there that people might be interested in doing. You know, you can put that out there. The food chopper, the snack bar maker, the snack bar maker set, the measure all cup, the pink whipped cream maker, the pink and white Twix-It clips. Those things you can, you know, you can tell people that might help to add to your sales. You know, because that's helping the Hope Lodge, and that's where people stay. I mean, I'm going to start this coming week. I'm going to start a little like push for it, because I'm tutoring a young lady who next month is going to be starting her bone marrow transplant. And she'll be up in Seattle Children's Hospital, and her mom's going to be up there like constantly. So she'll be staying at the Hope Lodge. So I'm going to be starting to push for like a little push, like let's help raise money for this because it's close to my heart. It's a really a good, I mean, Pampered Chef has been doing this for 20 years. This is the 20th year, and it's the first time we've actually helped the Hope Lodge rather than just doing cancer itself. So that's something you might, you know, ask people for you know, each one sold, we donate $1, you know, for to help, you know, do a fundraiser, or, you know, if there's a Hope Lodge near you, that kind of thing. You've been, you know, pushing the host special, right? The 60% off. Yeah. You can check out, you know, the updated, you know, like the themes. Have you guys been doing that at all? You know, the themes like the fajitas and margaritas and those kind of things.
Yeah.
And offering those. Like, I wanted to, they have this little thing, like I wanted to reach out to you today because May Pampered Chef hosts can pick anything they want from our catalog for 60% off. I thought of you right away. Doesn't hosting a fun get-together in May sound rewarding, or doesn't that, you know, sound, you know, hosting a party, getting 60% off? I noticed that, you know, like reach out to a past guest. Marla, you're you're new, or so, you know, you don't have one from 6 months ago, but some of you from a few months back, you can look at your past guests and see things that they ordered and find something that might have been on close to that product that they might have wanted, or look at a past party that maybe they commented on that they might want but they didn't order, and say, oh, they can get that for 60% off if they host a party, you know?
Yeah. I actually did that with my past party, and that's my next party coming up, because she kept talking about how much she wanted the stoneware, but she couldn't afford it. And I was like, okay, book a party. Like, then you'll get host rewards plus 60% off. So it worked.
Yeah, and that's what I've been doing in these a lot of my parties, you know, that, and I've had, let me tell you, I've had some really bummer parties lately, to be honest with you. And so I go through them all, and I'm like, hey, you know, if you book a party with me, you can get that 60% off. And I'm just like tagging everybody. And, you know, like Steven says, go through those parties and tag everybody. And that's what I've been doing. You know, and I don't care if I'm pestering them or not. I'm tagging them all. You know, and and I'm talking to them, and I'm like, and so they're like, oh yes, years ago I used to sell Pampered Chef. I'm like, hey, you and I need to talk, chick, or something like that. I'm like, hey, and stuff. I'm really trying to recruit. I'm trying to talk to them. I'm trying to get them to book parties, and do that across America thing, and I booked a couple parties off of that, and I'm telling them I have the 17th, which is just this Friday. I have the 17th available. I booked a party today on the 17th, this coming Friday. Fine. That's great. Do it. Like I said, offering the party themes is a great way to do it. We want to finish off, we're on the 13th, but we want to finish off our May strong. That's a key thing we want to do. So get our calendars booked. I know that some of you have one of you has already pushed it past, Heather.
I'm sorry, what? Sorry, my husband was asking me a question.
Yeah, I know. I saw you talking to him. I was just saying how some of us has already pushed past our goal and everything. That's fine, but don't stop. Keep going. And like when you recruit, don't forget, when you recruit and that recruit meets their goal, you get double those recruit points. So towards your Disney. So, wow, how spectacular is that? So again, 3 ways to increase your sales. Spotlight the help with cancer. Increase your average customer order by promoting gift giving, because guess what's coming up? And I saw this on Nicole's website and I loved it. Promote Father's Day. I wanted to steal that little graphic from you because that was spectacular. I might still go in and steal it off your website because it was great. Don't forget dads.
Go ahead and take it, Jennifer.
Nicole made this spectacular graphic. I loved it.
The Father's Day one?
Dads.
I didn't make that.
You didn't?
No, I stole it.
Oh, you stole it? Well, let me
you can steal it. You can go ahead and steal it right off of my page. That's fine with me.
Oh,
anything I post, you can take.
It is great, cool. And it is because you don't forget your dads, and because Father's Day is coming up, use the guest special to talk about having the right tools prep for fresh snacks and salads this summer. If you promote spending at $75, it's perfect. And yes, somebody had asked me, is this tool new? Yes, it's improved, is what it is. It's improved from the last one. And the biggest season of the year is coming in the fall. We're giving you a jump start on it. Like I said, Heather's already won. She's already earned all of those products. I'm so proud of her. So just keep pushing it, keep selling. You guys are doing a great job. I'm so impressed with this team. You guys are great. But the thing I can say is just ask. So this kit that we have right now is spectacular. I cannot imagine this kit. I wish that this was the kit that was there when I was signed up, although I signed up for the huge kit. But you know what? We don't sign up for the kit. Remember, you guys signed up, right? When you signed up, do you remember the kit that you got? Did you really sign up for the kit? Now?
Not really.
Now it's like, So, it's like, it's not, for me anymore, it's not really about the kit. It's about changing lives. It's about you. For me, it's about you. Everything I do anymore is about you. Because I know that everything I do affects you. Because you're like my family now. So I want to make sure that everything that I'm doing is for you. So this kit right here, just ask. And I had put on the graphic as just ask. I love how they said, what will you do this summer? So this special edition kit, and last, when we had the meeting before, and I don't know, hopefully Sarah probably put it up on the Supernovas, I had said that $109 kit is the kit, and I didn't even know this kit was coming out. this kit is spectacular. So push it, just ask, you know.
I wish it would have been my kit when I signed up. I was like,
Right?
yeah. It's like, dang, this is good.
So the every month you recruit, it's the personal reward you're making is difference in everybody's life, and that's how I feel, because it's, you know, it's helping you learn, it's helping you grow. I've grown. There's so much, and the also I want to tell you that you start earning your you know, Walt Disney World, but that's a big mouthful. You're earning your trip rewards as soon as you start, right? You when you recruit, you're earning your points. You earn a point for every dollar you sell. You know, you as every time you do something in this company, you're earning. So it's just great. And each year, Pampered Chef has this thing. It's called Excellence Awards Program, and it celebrates outstanding performance in 4 key categories, and that's personal sales, personal recruits, developing leaders, organization sales, and I have a feeling, and she walked away, but here she is. But I have a feeling that Heather is going to be up there in these excellence awards, because she is just really rolling it. So the earning period begins on June 1st and it ends on May 31st. But, you know, Heather, you're really up there. And you earn like this, let me see here. It is like a Visa card, and it goes, category 1 is $350, 2 is $500, 3 is $650, and 4 is $800. So, you know, I don't know if, you know, where you'd fit into that, but, you know, somewhere you may end up in there. Who knows?
Now, sorry, my sick child came out here and needed some assistance.
Yeah.
What is it that you need to do to earn those?
Well, it's a Pampered Chef Excellence Awards program, and it celebrates outstanding performance in 4 key categories. That's personal sales, personal recruits, developing leaders, and organizational sales volumes. So, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So, you know.
And that's awarded at like conference?
I believe so. I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure if where. I just know that that's something that is part of the Excellence Awards from Pampered Chef.
Gotcha.
They award. It starts, like I said, from June 1st, 2018 to May 31st, 2019. You can see, because it's in Consultants Corner for under Excellence, EA Excellence Awards. You know, you can look that up.
Okay.
So the things that, you know, you got to remember, I want you to think about something. I want you to think about like 5 people. I wrote this down. So 5 people that you can think of who would benefit from this business, you know, and try and contact those 5 people. Not just try. I want you to contact those 5 people, and then I want you to message me and let me know how it went. You know, I want to know, because I know that helped me out. You know, and male and female, not just, you know, hey, all my girlfriends, because I know I have a friend that I've contacted a couple times, and he's really thinking about it. And Nicole knows him, so.
I do?
Yeah.
From high school?
Yeah. So, and then I want to know what is your magic, you know? So we're doing this magic in the making. So, but what's your magic, you know? So we're like, what keeps you going, you know. So think about that. You know. And there's another thing too, is that when we're booking our parties, we need to remember that we want to fill it all up the beginning of the month as much as we can. We want to front book, you know, front load the beginning of the month as heavy as we can, so that we're green by the 15th. If we can do that, we'd be doing really well. Okay. And then, you know, I mean, we can fill the back end really well, but we want to really fill the front load and try, you know, you're going to think I'm crazy, but I try to get like at least 15, 16 parties in a month.
Oh my gosh.
I know you think I'm crazy. Nicole's like, what? I do try to do
Couldn't
this.
do that because I have a full-time job. I would never be able to.
Right.
Yeah, I couldn't.
I have a full-time job too, but reason why I try to do this is because I have a few that really just don't pan out very well. So I try to get as many in as I can, so that I don't have to worry about it, you know, and in the long run. So those are the things. So remember that you can do it this in May, and you can do it in June. And we'll talk again in June, because I don't know what our next, you know, what's coming up. But you can set yourself some goals that you'll personally do so many parties this month. You'll submit more than you did, you know, in April, and then you'll make so many people's day, you know, better in this month, and you'll share the opportunity. You know, we've got double the rewards coming up. We still have the consultant sales promotion, and we still have the guest special, and we'll have the Fresh Snacks Fast guest special next month. And who knows what that new consultant, well, I know Stacy knows what the what the new consultant promotion is, but I don't know what it is. So, you guys have any questions for me? Because I went pretty fast on all that. I know you guys had some questions about like what party. Oh, I know what I had for you. So you guys had some questions about recruiting, right? Somebody said they had some questions about recruiting.
Yeah, I did.
So when you go in to like talk to somebody, what's the first thing you do? Do you like talk about the business first?
No, not usually.
What do you say to them?
Typically, it depends on how well I know them, but I'll check in on them personally, or just say, hey, how are you? It's been a long time. You know, if it's like someone that I haven't talked to in a while or whatever, but I haven't really messaged anyone I don't know. So I don't usually just start off with that, but.
Okay. So you can do like, let's chat about your family, your occupation, your interests, or your dreams. That's the first, you know, usually I say, hi, you know, like, Laura, this is the crazy pampered chef lady Jen. That's, you know, usually what I say, you know, because I'll leave a message, you know, because if they've commented on something so many times or something like that, I'll say, hey, you know, I left you a private message. And like Steve said, it's hard if they're on their cell phone now. It's harder for them to find. And so usually I'll say, you know, you're going to have to add me as a friend if you can't find it. And I literally say that to them. So they'll add me, you know, and I'll say, you know, hey, before we get into all this, let's talk about, you know, your family or your occupation or your interests or your dreams or whatever. And then how, you know, tell me more about or do you want to get started, or you want to talk about the business, or tell me more about whatever, you know, or do you want to talk about the business? And then they'll say, and I'll say, which of these interest you? Money, flexibility, support, or fun and rewards, or, you know, or simplicity, or you know, something like that, or the difference in the Pampered Chef. So then you go into, if they're talking about more money for fun, then you say, well, hey, you know, this could be, you know, and the slides are actually in, you know, you can find the slides in the marketing images, okay, where it has 1 to 3 hours per week income. You know, if you've gone through PC University through their online, how many of you gone through PC University?
I
I
have.
have.
Okay, so if you go through
Done
PC,
some.
which I really highly recommend, go through PC University and you go through their online course, then you can get to all these things. Because these slides they have great information. It has like talk to you about more money for fun, support the household budget, a big financial goal, a full-time income with flexibility, and it'll talk to them about these things. And you can go through these slides and actually talk to them. And then what would you enjoy most about setting your own hours, being your own boss? This doesn't have that slide in there, but this is what, you know, being your own boss, you can talk to them about this. Flexibility to make your own choices, plenty of business, you know, around your own life, the freedom to create your life you want. These are things that you can talk to them about. And you guys know this stuff, you know, because these are the freedoms that you can enjoy. Because you get your own training. You can go on PCU, you can do your own training. It's available to you 24/7. You know, you can ask them, what kind of support do you like? Do you like online training? Do you want somebody to train you? There's toll-free consultants available. You have your own team. You get free products, recognition and rewards, you know. And you know, you guys, right now, you're earning a free paid vacation. You know. So these are things that you can sell to people. So that's your recruiting right there, and it's a really easy business to run. Can you tell me it's not an easy business to run? Is it difficult to run this business? Besides Nicole, because I'm always hitting her up to, you know, get me some graphics. I'm like, hey, my graphic guru, you know, because, well, I'm not the greatest at that.
Anybody in our group can ask me and I'll make something for them if they need something. That's fine.
Yeah. Because, you know, as Stephen said today, he said, delegate, you know? And I'm like, yes, because I do. So, you know, the difference, you know, and somebody might ask you, what makes it different? What is different, right? Well, right here, our mission is to enrich lives one meal and one memory at a time, right? We earn free products every season, you know? And we cover the cost of host rewards. There's no inventory to stock. And we earn free business supplies. I mean, we don't stock inventory, although we have inventory because we get so many free products. I mean, my kids are like, Mom, where are you going to put all this stuff? I mean, hello. Okay, so Heather and Nicole, do you guys have stuff in boxes still?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have anything in boxes, but I have stuff all over the place because I have nowhere to put it.
Yeah. I still have some stuff in boxes. I donated stuff this weekend to FCCLA for that auction that I had.
Don't mind my glare. I have boxes on my counter. I still have them in bags.
Yeah,
I have more
donated
boxes
stuff
over
this
here.
weekend for this auction.
Everywhere.
Yeah, and I still have stuff, but it was good to donate a few things because it was what publicity, you know. So
I've got my 2 quick cookers going.
yeah, there you go. So it's great things you can do. So those are ways to recruit and promote. Okay, does that help you any? But go through PCU. Okay, I really, especially right now, because I can tell you when you go through it, I'm going to click over here to PCU. It has new product training in there, and as of the 21st, there will be new product training for the Disney Pixar stuff. And and speaking of which, how many of you have read the do nots and do's on the Disney Pixar Toy Story guidelines?
I have.
Okay. All right. Because they're very specific on those, and you cannot change any of the logos or anything, or we will, lose our, our contract with them. Okay, so do not change any of those. I'm glad you guys have read them.
Working for Disney, I know how strict Disney is on anything, and I don't change anything that they put out there. Yes, Disney is very strict with all of their advertisements. So I made sure I read that, and I will read it again and again and again and again on the 21st when more stuff comes out.
Okay, great. Yep, do not change anything.
There's going to be more Disney products coming?
I am not quite sure. I just know these, but you never know what we're coming out with, so it would be nice.
More promotional information is coming out on the 21st.
Yeah. So, all right. Anything else? Because we've been on here for a little while, almost an hour or so.
Has it been an hour?
Well, it's 7:24, so. Anybody else have anything?
Mm-hmm.
So we covered some recruiting, booking. We covered a little bit of. Is there anything else you 3, 4 need? I'm all counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. And are we feeling good about things? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. All right. Marla, you good? All right.
Yeah, sorry.
I saw you click off there for a second, so I was like,
I was unmuting myself and then I accidentally remuted myself. So,
all righty. Great.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I will post this for everybody else then. And I'm sorry I couldn't share my screen. I will figure out what I was doing wrong and maybe next time. So great. Thanks, guys. And thanks for your patience with me.
Thank you.
Thank you. All righty. Bye-bye.
Bye.